Okay, so looks like we're doing this live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fit to Read, where I'm going to go over the comics that I've picked up so far in March here in 2022. Boy, it's been a long while. Anyway, first up here we got Alien number 10 from Marvel, where it's following the survivors from the last two issues as they make their way from their home settlement to another one across the planet. You see them working their way through the forest here, just trying to stay ahead of the xenomorphs behind them as they spent weeks on the run. They do eventually make it to the settlement, but being an alien story, things do not work out. I gotta say, we see some new types of xenomorphs in this issue, so it shows that Marvel is trying to expand on the lore and mythology on the Alien franchise. And as for these characters, they're a little bit stand out a little bit, but I'm sure that by the end of this story arc, they're all just going to be cannon fodder for some gory deaths. So as seen in the back that there will be at least one more issue of this storyline, so we'll see what the Alien comic does after that. I mean, it's just a nice little take on what they're doing here, survivors trying to stay ahead of something that's trying to kill them. I really like the original story arc that lasted 6 issues, of the characters it followed and the mythology they were adding or bringing back to the Alien franchise. As this one, it's a nice little side story. I'm okay if it ends, and I hope to see something that really expands on what's going on in the whole universe in the next story arc. Up next, we got Cowboy Bebop issue 2 from Titan Comics. Now, this comic book series is tied into the Netflix TV series, which has gotten canceled after one season. But at least the comic, at least for this first story arc, is still going. We see the team of the Bebop still after that one inventor who's on the run from the mob, supposedly with a vest that can alter the quantum abilities of luck, making him the luckiest guy alive. They tracked him to a moon that's been terraformed, but it's been declared uninhabitable, only to find it to be very habitable at all, and to learn a bit more about the guy that they're after. Art style I do very much like still. I mean, you can tell which character's what and what's in the world, and it's very artistic, guys. Blech, very artistic. And you got little Ein there, being a little doggy. I think this gives a little bit more world building that wasn't given in the original anime of what happens to all the planets and moons that were terraformed and were not seen or mentioned. And I gotta say, that's always nice to see the characters just work in their element. Faye in the town, Spike doing the lead, and Jet just trying to learn what is going on in this place. I think this is going to be like a 6 or 5 issue arc, so there's still a few more issues to go. I'm still liking the art. I like to see where they're going with this. And gotta say that the guy they're after doesn't appear in this at all, but they do talk about him some. So hopefully he'll appear in the next issue. Over here we have the Monkey Prince from DC, issue 2. So this continuing where the last issue left off, our Monkey Prince here has his head cut off, but thankfully, because of magic, he's not dead yet. And of course, Batman is always getting in his way. So I do believe that this follows the Asian tale of the Monkey King goes west or whatever. And I vaguely know about that because of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. But I'm gonna say that I'm kind of liking this whole new culture thing being introduced through this Batman comic. That's introducing me to it. As you see here, the Monkey Prince with his pig friend are floating on a cloud above the city of Gotham, and we have the Penguin here being possessed or enchanted by some demon spirit. Artwork is very good, as you can see. Not that one, that's the ad. And also we're getting a little bit of horror here as we see a group of dead bodies in the ground, under the ground in the sewers. So I'm very much interested to see where this story is going. Thankfully, it's just a 4-issue limited series, so I don't have to worry about it lasting forever and not knowing what's going on. I'm sure that the Monkey Prince will probably become more of a fixture in the DC universe after this, but then again, it's a limited series of 4 issues, so we'll see what happens soon. Here we are with Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome, issue 3 of 4. And it's here we learn that Dr. Starling's evil plans of his 2 creations and what he plans to do to take down both Eggman, Sonic, and his freedom fighter friends, and pretty much just conquer the world. This mostly follows our 2 here as they learn about the plans and how everything they know is not what it seems, so they try to figure out what can they do to turn things their own way and take control of what's happening. Artwork is still quite well done, as it has been so far in all of the IDW Sonic comics. So issue 4 is going to be coming out pretty soon. We're going to see the major climax of what's going on between the imposters, Eggman, Sonic, Dr. Starling, and what happens next. But I kind of feel like that is going to be like the whole Sonic the Hedgehog bad guys, where it's just going to sort of stop at a point and then everybody's going to go their own separate directions, only to bump into each other again in future issues of the Sonic comics or the side miniseries. Lastly, we have We Ride Titans from Vault. Picking up where the last issue left off, we see that the main character finds her brother and going through family drama and actually a little bit of mech training action. They're trying to figure out how to fix each other and also save the day from the monsters that apparently keep spawning. Getting a little bit more world building and also apparently a new threat by the end. This feels very much like Pacific Rim, which I love, so I'm enjoying this quite a bit so far. The artwork is very good. Got some action, just a little action, because this is mostly about family drama right now. And so far what action we did see was just very little in the beginning. And oh, I got somebody in chat. Cool. Hello. Along with some action with the simulator going on. So I think that this is probably going to be a pretty interesting series where it's going, and I'm two issues in. I think that this is somewhat of a good recommendation to people who like the first Pacific Rim movie, as it is following quite a bit of people drama. So those are just some of the comics that I picked up for now. I just want to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll show off more later.